The group of people you see is actually doing a drug run. Not a game or a show. No one cared at first. There are even people who want to take a photo with this wonder. But when the poisonous fog comes, they lost their lives soon. More and more people find that something is wrong and want to escape. But how can it run faster than the speed of air? This is not a natural disaster. It's a complete man-made disaster. A biologist was deceived. His research results were all awarded to others by the court. So blackened and decided to retaliate against society. The security saw him and didn't know what happened. Next second. Start of gas tanker. The poisonous fog spreads around. Run, poison is imminent. The person who was eating in the hotel in the distance was just about to leave. Suddenly heard a deafening explosion. A gas tank that could explode at any time appeared in front of you. They ran out of the hotel in fright. But the chaotic scene before them surprised them even more. People are running. Traffic jam. Dae-young realized something happened. Persuade the family to go back to the building and run up there. Their thinking is not wrong. There are rescuers in the sky. But they are also completely blank at this moment. Do not know what to do. More unfortunately, the door on the roof of the hotel was locked. Key on the first floor. It's impossible to get it now. Dae-young thought for a while and decided to smash the glass. But windows and doors are specially made bulletproof. Throwing things over is like tickle. Xiao Mei glared her eyes. Watch him break the glass with all his strength. She didn't expect. He actually planned to climb to the top of the building from outside. The family who rushed down after hearing the news didn't persuade him. He dashed and jumped out. But just grabbed the railing. Then it fell down. Everyone was surprised and happy. He hasn't completely fallen yet. Hurriedly pull the rope. But too much force is almost too kind to help. Fortunately, Xiao Mei has experience. Command everyone. Dae-young climbed to the opposite balcony little by little. Observing the path to climb. Xiao Mei threw a box of chalk and snaps. He crushed chalk. Apply to hands to increase friction. Then jump back to the wall outside the hotel building from another angle. At this time, family members can only rely on mobile phone video. Look at his current dangerous behavior. He climbed a little bit to the other side of the window. Fortunately, the stone wall here makes it easy for him to climb. The wall lamp he was trying to borrow from broke easily. Can only change direction and continue walking. Who knows, the rope is not long enough. He temporarily hugged the Buddha's feet and asked God for blessing. Then remove the buckle. Continue to climb without protection. Climbing to the top of the building with a copper lion. Open the door for everyone. But the plane can't see them at all. Xiao Mei immediately taught everyone to use a light source to signal. After a long time, the rescue plane arrived. Dae-young and Xiao Mei were left behind because they were overweight. Waiting for the next batch of rescues that do not know when. Facing such a hopeless status quo, Xiao Mei finally couldn't stretch it. Started to cry. Watching the helicopter going away again, they realized that they must save themselves. Go to a higher floor to be seen. They took a lot of things they would use from the hotel. Put on a gas mask. Wrap yourself in a plastic bag. Running wildly on the road. But they chose the wrong place. The top floor here has also been shrouded in poisonous fog. And the gas mask is only enough to last another 5 minutes. There is only one replacement mask left in their hands. Dae-young hesitated for a second. Then replace it yourself. Tell Xiao Mei to wait for herself here. The poisonous fog spreads upwards more and more. Xiao Mei thought she was abandoned. Climb up with bare hands. Cursing Dae-young is not a man. Who knows? At this time, Dae-young came up from the other side of the stairs. And brought her a new gas mask. They ran to a gym together. After using a fan to blow away the poisonous mist remaining on the body. Decided to go to the opposite rooftop. Xiao Mei first climbed to the opposite side. Dae-young followed. How can I think of a barbecue restaurant downstairs? Toxic mist is inhaled by the exhaust pipe. All released on the rooftop. Dae-young returned quickly, leaving Xiao Mei at a loss. Not long after, throw a 50-kilogram dumbbell at her feet. Dae-young, who put on his mask again, quickly climbed over. At the same time, Dae-young's father, worried about his son, ran to the edge of the city and tried to go back to save people. There happened to be 2 sent by the TV station. The drone operator prepares to take some footage. They give too much. I agreed to find Dae-young in the city. And the 2 of Dae-young at this time finally waited for the helicopter. But they chose to take the chance of being rescued. To a group of students. At this time, the gas station exploded twice. The poisonous mist surged even more severely. They don't have time to grieve. I can only continue to escape to a place where I can be rescued. At this time the drone found them. But except for the rebroadcast. Can't save them from fire and water. In the broadcast screen, there are two people running desperately forward. The white gas surging around them. Is the poisonous fog untouchable? This recognition makes all people. Can't help but wipe them a cold sweat. Everyone stopped what they were doing. Anxious as if I were the person in the video. Dayoung and Xiaomei jumped to the opposite floor together. Climbed to the top of the building with neon signs. But the building they are going to next. It's too far away from them. The drone records their dilemma at this time. I wanted to find the way for them. Who knows that the drone is out of power? The live broadcast was interrupted. The tight string broke. The two embraced and wept. Dayoung cried out all the regrets of this life. At this moment, Xiaomei pushed him away and stood up. Crowds spontaneously control drones rushing in. They all want to contribute to the two of them. Dayoung came up with how to use a drone to hang the rope to the opposite building. The drone flies over and hangs up. Signal to the two. But this distance is too long. Only halfway down. There is no motivation. What's more terrifying is, the braid will fall off soon. Xiaomei made up her mind. Cut the rope. Want to use inertia to throw to the other side. At this critical juncture, the rope still falls off. Drones involved. Record the last picture of the two before falling down the building. The family is almost dizzy from crying. And the helicopter that came after hearing the news. I used the light to shine at the position just now for a while. Did not see the two. The rescuer sighed. Ready to move to the next location. At this moment, there are a few light spots in the telescope. There is always a way out. They fell on the crane. And didn't give up. Light the fireworks and continue to call for help. In the end, it was a good result that the two were rescued. This is the Korean disaster comedy of 19 years. Extreme Escape. The whole film has a good rhythm. Ring by ring. Every time I thought I was going to be rescued, another accident happened. I can't help but get nervous with the protagonist. Okay, the story ends here. Click here to watch a more interesting movie with you next time.